So today is the day that we decided to finally uncover all of our trees and see what's really going on, both in the front yard and in the nursery. So in our front yard, we have two smaller mangoes, Carrie, and back here is a Nam Dakmai. And let me think. The first cold night, we got down to 23. The second night was 26. And then the third night was 32. And you can see we're kind of on a corner here with open spaces. So overall, the ones that were wrapped, they were wrapped closer to the actual leaves than what I would have liked. But we were trying to cover a lot of trees, so we did what we had to do. But you can see the leaves are still mostly green. The panicles obviously died, like that's gonna happen. But everything's alive. Everything lived. So that is the Carrie. My ice cream bean is also alive, but not very happy with me right now. The Nam Dakmai. The top part was actually hanging out after we covered it. So that's why it looks like that. But covered trees versus trees that were too big to cover. So on these trees, we wrapped towels around the bases, or blankets or sweaters, whatever we had. And we stacked mulch up super high around the trunk and wrapped some ground cover up the trunk of the tree as far up until it branched out. So that was the best we were gonna get on these trees. This one is, oh, I'm terrible at this, 12 feet maybe, 10 or 12 feet, I don't know, something like that. But they are crispy. And all the leaves are dead. Yeah, it's gonna come back. It's still alive and viable. It's just gonna look ugly. I'm not cutting anything currently. I don't expect to do anything until March, mid-March, maybe 1st of March, somewhere around there. I have the unpopular opinion that we're probably not done yet. I hope we are, but I don't know, man. Do y'all remember like last year, sometime in March, we had this crazy cold snap? Yeah, so I'm just hoping that doesn't happen. You never know, right? So Hayden is this one, and Glenn is this one. And these are ones that commonly are considered quote unquote more cold tolerant than other varieties. Like I said, they're both alive. They're both gonna come back. They're probably not gonna give me fruit this year, but they made it with minimal work. You know, like I said, all I did was really wrap the trunk. These leaves down here don't look quite as bad as the top. There's still a few green leaves under there, but I think overall they did pretty well, right? My loquat trees had they were already kind of short on leaves because of some draining issues that we had earlier in the season. And then they started throwing all kinds of fruit, so they weren't really focused on leaves, they were focused on fruit. But I lost them all my fruit. Some on the other trees popped, some of these dried up. Yeah, so loquats are probably not in my future this year, unfortunately, because I love to make jam. But you know, at least my tree's alive, right?